afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Please, guys, before going any further, please make sure that you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. Look, this is the weekend round of MTN 8 games. This is the show that we're gonna be having every Monday after the PSL games. Or this weekend, we had 16 goals being produced in the quarterfinals of MTN 8. I think that's a record. I don't know if in the past season we have had quarterfinals games of MTN 8 producing as many goals as this past weekend. I mean, like, it was a blockbuster of a weekend. We had Orlando Pirates opening up the MTN 8, going against Polokwane City, and Orlando Pirates walking away with 2 goals, a game that we did here on the channel, and also followed by is it Sekukune's game? Not Sekukune. Is it Sekukune game against Test Galaxy, also producing 5 goals. Sekukune coming back from 2 goals down and winning the game by 3 goals to 2, which I was impressed. What a game that was, man. Like, I mean, every game was entertaining, and everyone that went out there to the stadium to watch the game, I think everyone cannot come back complaining. They all got their money's worth. I mean, even those that were watching on the TV, I think they were entertained. Yes, maybe you can say the stadiums were not as packed as I had anticipated, except for the game for Orlando Pirates game against Polokwane City, and also for the following game was Stellenbosch against Amazulu, which took place in Cape Town. The crowd was not that bad. I think we have to be honest here with the Stellenbosch game against Amazulu. I think that was a good crowd. That was a good turnout for Stellenbosch game against Amazulu. Also, Stellenbosch winning the game by 3 goals to 2. I mean, it was raining goals. It was raining goals, and which I'm so happy, man. Something that I said in the beginning of this before Orlando Pirates game against Polokwane City, I said I just want to see goals. I wanted to see goals, and goals is what we got. And also the last game, Mamelodi Sundowns taking on Richards Bay. Look, I think we would have all predicted that Mamelodi Sundowns would have won the game. Mamelodi Sundowns winning by 4 goals to 0 against Richards Bay. So Richards Bay, as well as Polokwane City, the only 2 teams that did not score in the opening games of the MTN 8. But then again, impressed with the football that I watched this past weekend, and hopefully long may it continue. May we have a season that that is full of goals, a season that we have top goal scorers walking away or getting 20+ goals. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Teams are taking each other and producing a good brand of football. That's good for South African football. And now, looking forward to the semi-finals of the MTN 8 again. Look, man, the word excitement, I think, does not do enough of what I'm feeling right now. Because I did say I wanted to see Mamelodi Sundowns taking on Orlando Pirates in the semi-finals of the MTN 8, and no one behold, during the draw, we got that. We got Mamelodi Sundowns now going. Will be playing Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates, we're not sure if they'll be playing the first game at home, or Mamelodi Sundowns will be playing. Oh no, I think Orlando Pirates will be playing the first game at home. So Orlando Pirates will be, hopefully that game will be the game will be taken to FNB, because I think the past we've seen that, I don't think Orlando Stadium is big enough. I don't think Orlando Stadium right now can accommodate this fixture. I think this fixture needs to be taking place at the FNB. And also the fact that like right now Orlando Pirates fans are excited. It's the new season. Mamelodi Sundowns fans are also excited. I think if these games are taken to FNB Stadium, I think we will definitely see a sold out affair at FNB Stadium. I hope that like the powers at the people that are responsible for deciding for taking such decisions, they do realize that, like, you know what, this game needs to be taking place at FNB Stadium. I think it can sell out. If not selling out, I think they can sell around more than 70,000 tickets, and I think that is much better than like Orlando Stadium, because I think Orlando Stadium only accommodates about 30,000, or if not just around 32,000 spectators at Orlando Stadium. And if Orlando Pirates fans can sell out Orlando Stadium by themselves, I mean, this past weekend, let's not lie to ourselves. We know that, like, I mean, about like 95%, if not 98% of the stadium this past weekend at Orlando Stadium, majority were Orlando Pirates fans. So I think this game needs to be taking place, or should be given. I think FNB should be given the rights to host this game, and I think I want to believe. I believe this game would be will be the venue that will host this game will be FNB Stadium. I hope so, because it's a big game. This is a big game, guys. If anything, the last season showed us that this game is way bigger than like people used to think it is. I think this game, yes, not as big as Orlando, as the Soweto Derby, but this fixture is bigger than Mamelodi Sundowns game against Kaizer Chiefs. I think by now we can make that conclusion, because these teams, they always eat at each other's necks, and like I said, now I didn't want to see this game being the final. Like now having this game and also having 2 legs of this game here in Pretoria as well as in FNB, I think it's just going to bring a whole new excitement to the PSL. And yeah, man, I cannot wait for this game. I can't make my predictions just yet, but I think I'm leaning towards Mamelodi Sundowns. As if I have to make a prediction right now, seeing what Mamelodi Sundowns did to Richards Bay, yes, you can say Richards Bay are not that big of a opposition compared to Polokwane City. And again, Orlando Pirates were dominant against Polokwane City, and also taking into consideration that Orlando Pirates were missing the players like Mahopa, Mabasa, Bata, as well as Makaula in the middle of the park, but then they were playing so comfortably, and they won that game so much comfortably without missing those notable names that I just mentioned. So it tells you that like this Orlando Pirates, what they have right now is depth and quality, and I cannot wait for this game to kick off. Mamelodi Sundowns against Orlando Pirates, it should be a humdinger, it should be a thriller, it should be a blockbuster of a game, and I cannot wait for this game to kick off. And also going to Stellenbosch against Sekhukhune, I mean, I think we need to give this game so much respect. These 2 teams, Stellenbosch and Sekhukhune, I think they deserve massive respect, and I don't think we give them the respect that they deserve. The consistency that they showed, the result that they continue to get. I mean, last season Stellenbosch showed up. They were in the top 4 as well as Sekhukhune. So I think it's about time these 2 teams get the respect that they deserve. And the fact that like they continue to win games and to reach the semi-finals and the finals of this of these top tournaments. And like, I want to say this, for me, Stellenbosch and Sekhukhune, yes, Kaizer Chiefs is still a big team. Yes, Kaizer Chiefs still has the biggest fan base in South African football. But then when it comes to success, recently, they have been more successful than Kaizer Chiefs. Yes, Kaizer Chiefs won the Nedbank Cup last season. But then when it comes to league, these 2 teams continue to finish in the top 4 consistently, finishing the top 8, and consistently getting results and reaching the finals and the semi-finals of big tournaments. So, based on the recent results, not taking into consideration Kaizer Chiefs' success in the Nedbank Cup, you can say these 2 teams have been more successful in the league than Kaizer Chiefs. And I think having these 2 teams in the semi-finals of the MTN 8 and having one of those teams reaching the finals of the MTN 8, I think that is great for South African football. And long may it continue, because we know SuperSport is no longer there, Celtic is no longer there. Most of the big teams are no longer there in South African football. So right now, having Stellenbosch and Sekhukhune continuing to have the success that they have right now, I think it's great for South African football, and long may it continue. And